All right, let's jump right into a story that's just incredible. We're talking about how a century-old legend, something totally forgotten, was pulled back from the brink and given this spectacular new life. Yeah, rebirth. It's such a powerful idea, right? We're not just talking about fixing something that's broken. This is about a complete renewal, a second chance. And honestly, it's the perfect word to set the stage for the journey we're about to go on together. So, that leads to the big question, doesn't it? I mean, is this even possible? Can you really take a ship that's been around for 100 years and bring it back to life? And I don't just mean as some dusty museum piece, but as something new, something vital. Well, let's find out. Okay, so to really get just how big of a deal this is, we've got to go back to the beginning. We need to talk about this forgotten legend, a ship that was, for all intents and purposes, completely lost to time. Just think about that for a second. Over 100 years, a century. Can you imagine the stories, the journeys, the history, all locked away inside that one ship? It was like a silent witness to a world that had completely changed around it. And this is what they were starting with. Abandoned, neglected, forgotten. Seriously, those aren't just words on a screen. They paint a really grim picture, you know? A piece of maritime history just left to rust away into nothing. But, and this is a big but, that is not where this story ends, not even close. Because out of that decline comes something amazing, the Grand Restoration, this unbelievably ambitious project aimed at breathing new life into those old bones. And the idea driving the whole thing? Revitalization. So we're not just talking about patching up holes here. It was about injecting new life, new vitality into it. It was this amazing mix of art, total respect for history, and some seriously cutting-edge technology. Okay, so how in the world do you even start something this huge? Well, it breaks down into 4 main stages. First up, you need a vision. You have to imagine a whole new future for this historic ship. Then, you get to the design, where you're trying to blend that incredible history with a modern look. After that, you bring in the technology. We're talking really innovative engineering. And finally, and this is so important, the craftsmanship. The skilled, hands-on work that makes sure the soul of the original ship is still there. You know, the biggest challenge was basically bridging 100 years of progress. Think about it. The team had to figure out how to fit advanced, modern engineering into this historic old frame. They had to take these weathered, time-worn materials and somehow marry them with brand new, innovative systems. And that's how you turn a forgotten relic into a functional masterpiece. So, after all of that planning, all that vision, and just painstaking work, what was the result? What did they create? All right, it's time for the grand reveal. Here it is. Reborn as a masterpiece, the absolutely stunning result of this historic transformation. And what did it become? Get this, a stunning luxury vessel. Just let that sink in for a moment. It went from a neglected wreck to the absolute height of luxury. That one phrase really tells you everything you need to know about the scale of this rebirth, doesn't it? I mean, this project was a success on every single level. The ship isn't just beautiful to look at, it's a functional work of art. It's a modern masterpiece, and it really stands for the rebirth of maritime history. It's just this incredible, attractive, and completely revitalized structure. So what's the big takeaway here? Well, when you boil it all down, this whole story leaves us with a pretty powerful idea. It shows that with enough vision, creativity, and the right technology, we don't have to just let our history fade away. We can actually turn it into the future. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? When you see what's possible, when you see a transformation like this, it really makes you wonder, right? What other forgotten histories are out there? What other neglected legends are just sitting in our own backyards, just waiting for their own rebirth?